Hello students, how are you? Hope you all are safe and all are in the cautious and all you are in the home. As a teacher, I request you everyone, please be safe, please stay at home and follow the government rules time to time, cleaning your hands with any soap solution or using the alcohol based hand sanitizer, because you know everyone, today a life threatening virus, that is coronavirus COVID-19, is totally capturing our country, and not only our country but also it is the very challenging situation for all over the world. So be safe, be attentive on your health, and if any symptoms detect, please consult with physician. Thank you. In my last video, we have studied up to the esterification reactions under the chemical properties of the carboxylic acids. So today we will start from the formation of the acidic anhydrides. How carboxylic acid forming an acid anhydride. See, when carboxylic acid goes the dehydration by the heating in the presence of the phosphorus pentoxide, it is converted to an acid anhydride. So when a carboxylic acid goes dehydration by the heat in presence of the phosphorus pentoxide, it is converted to an acid anhydride. Okay, here I have given the example by taking the acetic acid. Okay, actually two molecules of the carboxylic acid is reacting to each other by the presence of the phosphorus pentoxide, and heat is also required, and it is converted to the acetic anhydride because dehydration is occurring by removing of the water molecule. Okay, after removing of the water molecule, it is converted to the acetic anhydride. Clear? Next, reduction procedure. How reduction is happening for the carboxylic acid? The carboxylic acid undergoes reduction in presence of the ether by the lithium aluminium hydride, that is known as the chemical formula LiAlH4. Okay, when reduction has happening for the carboxylic acid, it is converted to a 1 degree alcohol, that means 1 primary alcohol. And remember another thing, here lithium aluminium hydride is used in presence of ether because carboxylic acid cannot be reduced in the presence of the hydrogen and nickel or sodium and ethyl alcohol. Okay, if these two catalyst is present in the reduction of the carboxylic acid, the reduction is not possible because carboxylic acid cannot react in presence of those catalysts. Okay, so the reduction of the carboxylic acid is happening by the lithium aluminium hydride in presence of the ether. Here I have given the example by taking the acetic acid as an example. Okay, acetic acid reduced to the 1 degree alcohol ethanol by the lithium aluminium hydride in presence of the ether. Okay, so it is the reactions, the chemical reactions of the carboxylic, two chemical reactions of the carboxylic acids. Okay, you can take the screenshot of the page. Thank you. And now listen carefully, it's a very important reaction. From these reactions, your examinations, the question can be coming about this reaction, because This reaction is a very important reaction in your syllabus. Okay, it is shortly known as the HVZ reaction. Okay, HVZ reaction, and its full name is the Hell-Vollard and Zielinski reaction. Hell-Vollard and Zielinski reaction. In short, it is known as the HVZ reaction. What is happening in the reaction? Those carboxylic acids which containing alpha hydrogen atom, if a reaction is happening either with the chlorine or with the bromine in presence of the phosphorus, then it is replaced, the alpha hydrogen atom will be replaced by the chlorine or bromine atom. Okay, and it is forming the particular halogenous acid, halogenous carboxylic acid. This reaction is known as the Hell-Vollard and Zielinski reaction or HVZ reaction. Okay, see here, I am giving the two example here. First example, the carboxylic acid is the acetic acid. Okay, acetic acid reacts with the chlorine in presence of the phosphorus, and it is converted to the chloroacetic acid. Okay, and in the second step reaction, the propionic acid is the carboxylic acid, and it reacts with the bromine in presence of the phosphorus, and it is converted to the alpha bromopropionic acid. Okay, alpha bromopropionic acid. Now here, these alpha halogenated acids are the very convenient starting material for preparing the alpha substituted acids. That means after the HVZ reactions, we will get this product. Okay, this product is what product? The alpha halogenated acids, and these alpha halogenated acids are the very convenient starting material for the preparation of the alpha substituted acids by reactions of the any of these three products. Okay, either the sodium hydroxide or sodium cyanide or ammonia. Okay, see here, in every case the alpha position carbon atom is substituted by another atom. Okay, here the alpha position carbon atom, in case of the here, it is converted to the lactic acid. In the second step reaction with the sodium cyanide, it is converted to the alpha cyanopropionic acid, and in the last reactions with the ammonia, it is converted to the alpha aminopropionic acid. Okay, you can take the screenshot of it because it is the very important reaction, HVZ reaction or Hell-Vollard-Zielinski reaction. Thank you. Now we will start the actions of the salts of the carboxylic acid. Till now we have completed the reactions of the carboxylic acid. Okay, now we will study what type of reaction will happening for the salts of the carboxylic acid. Clear? At first we will study action of the heat of the sodium salts. What will happen if we heat the sodium salt of the carboxylic acid? Clear? If the sodium salts of the carboxylic acids we are heated in presence of the soda lime. Soda lime is what? Hope you know everyone. Soda lime is the combination of the sodium hydroxide and calcium hydroxide. Okay, sorry, calcium oxide. Combination of the calcium oxide and sodium hydroxide. This is known as the soda lime. Okay, if we heated the sodium salt of the carboxylic acid in presence of the soda lime, then it is converted to any alkane. It is converted to the alkane. Okay, so if we heat the sodium salt of the carboxylic acid in presence of the soda lime, it is converted to an alkane. See here, I have given the example with the sodium acetate. When sodium acetate is heated in presence of the soda lime, it is converted to the methane. Okay, it is converted to the methane. In the next reaction, the action of heat on the ammonium salts. Here, two kinds of things can be happening. When the ammonium salts itself is heated, then it is converted to any amide. Okay, if the ammonium salts heated alone, then it is converted to the amide. But if it is heated in presence of the phosphorus pentoxide, then cyanides can be formed. So, if we heated the ammonium salts of the carboxylic acid, which reactions is happening? There are the two kinds of reactions can be happening. In the first reactions, if we heated the ammonium salt of the carboxylic acid alone, then it can convert to an amide. But if we heated the ammonium salts of the carboxylic acids in presence of phosphorus pentoxide, then it is converted to any cyanide molecule. Okay, any alkyl cyanide molecule. See here, I have given the example of the two reactions. In the first reactions, when ammonium acetate, okay, it is one ammonium salt of the carboxylic acid. When ammonium acetate is heated alone, it is converted to an amide, that is acetamide. But if we heated the same molecule, that is the ammonium acetate, in presence of the phosphorus pentoxide, okay, in presence of the phosphorus pentoxide, then it is converted to alkyl cyanide, that is the methyl cyanide, it is converted. Okay, it is the first two reactions of the carboxylic acid salts. You can take the screenshot of this page. Thank you. Now we will study another important reaction. It is the action of heat on the calcium or barium salts. Okay, what will happen when we heat the calcium or barium salts of the carboxylic acids? Here, when we heated the calcium or barium salts of the carboxylic acid, it is converted to a ketone. Okay, when we heated a calcium or barium salt of the carboxylic acid, it is converted to a ketone. See here, I have heated one carboxylic acid calcium salt, that is the calcium acetate, and it is converted ultimately to acetone, that is one ketone. Okay, it is the calcium salt of the carboxylic acid, and ultimately after the heating it is converted to a ketone. Okay, next one, it is electrolysis reaction. And electrolysis reaction of the carboxylic acid is nothing but the Kolbe synthesis, which you have already studied in the chapter of the alkane, under the alkane synthesis. If you want to know that, you can consult the book Val and Val, and you can see also my alkane video. The videos of the under the preparation of the alkane, you can see that video also. There I am describing about the Kolbe synthesis. Okay, and under the salt of the carboxylic acid, the last one is the reaction of the silver salt with halogen. When the silver salt of the carboxylic acid reacts with halogen, what will happen? See, it is also one important reaction, and this reaction is also known as the Hans-Dicker reaction. Okay, this reaction is known as the Hans-Dicker reaction. What will happen in this reaction? When the silver salt of the carboxylic acid is reacts with any halogen like the chlorine or bromine. Okay, if we heated the silver salt of the carboxylic acid by the chlorine or bromine, then any alkyl halide can be forming. Okay, so if the silver salt of the carboxylic acid is heated with the chlorine or bromine, then any alkyl halide can be produced. Okay, see here, I have given the example by taking the silver acetate. Okay, when silver acetate is reacts here with the bromine ultimately, and then final product, the converted, it is the alkyl halide methyl bromide. Okay, methyl bromide is produced. You can take the screenshot of this page. Thank you. And the Hanstica reactions mechanism. Okay, if you want to see this, you can take the screenshot of this page also. Okay, thank you. So it's total your today's lesson. If you feel any doubt, any queries, you can contact me in my WhatsApp number. Thank you. Be cautious, be safe, and be sincere.